My family immigrated to the United States from Johannesburg in 1966. I was 13 years old at the time. My father was Dr. Leo Berg. We were a family of 5 with my mother and 2 sisters. We rented a house in Eastchester and at the time were the only South Africans in the area. People identified us immediately by our accents, and we were asked some very strange questions, like, did you live in a tree? Did lions walk around in your streets? You're white? You're Jewish? You speak English? I thought after Mandela became world famous and apartheid was dismantled, that people would be more knowledgeable about South Africa. My 2 daughters were born in 1990 and 1995, and when they entered middle school, each one respectively called me 5 years apart during the day from school so that I could speak to their friends and tell them that I'm South African, Jewish, and white. When they both got their driver's licenses, they had to produce their birth certificates, which had both me and my husband's names recorded, our residence, country of birth, and the name and address of the doctor who delivered them, and the name of the hospital where they were born. I looked at my birth certificates and was shocked at the discrepancy, so I wrote this poem, The Pale Green Certificate from the Union of South Africa. My birth certificate states I am female. My identified Christian name, Gillian Lynn, and Bag, my family surname, also on the certificate. The race of my parents, European. Their names are not recorded. Whoever gave me life is not important. This certificate merely states that I am free to roam by the color of my skin, not like the Bantu, Indians, Asians, and half-breeds who aren't allowed to call our South Africa home. In 1982, I visited South Africa and stayed with my cousins. I was asked to put lunch out for the Garden Boy, and since I had been living in America, my views had changed quite a bit. It inspired me to write this poem, Tin Cup, Tin Plate. A white girl with white hands places a tin cup of milk tea and 4 sugars on the back doorstep of her family's house, and a tin plate with sliced bread, each piece thick as a brick, smothered in raspberry jam. The garden boy, Phineas, eats behind the house, sitting on the ground. White sheets flap above him on the wash line. The white girl stays locked in behind barred windows. Alarm wires thinly strung across transparent panes. Broken glass cemented into high stone walls surround, protect her childhood home. And Phineas sits in the backyard. The white sheets flap above him on the wash line. Thank you.